Every time I make a review, there's always two questions. Which 4K OLED would you buy and who's your daddy? Well, I'll answer at least one of those questions because, let's be honest, there's a lot of really great monitors on the market. You got the Gigabyte one, which actually not only has DisplayPort 2.1, but the one without DisplayPort 2.1 is technically the brightest that I've measured. Then you have the ASUS one with the most amount of features, including black frame insertion and just a whole gaggle of options. It's unbelievable. And it has white balance control and the brightest 2% window with proper EOTF tracking, but it's also very, very expensive. And then you got the monitors from MSI where, oh my lord, they've got one for just $900. I say just, yes, it's a lot for a monitor, but when you compare it to the other 4K 240Hz OLEDs, that's a great price. And there's the other one, the MPG model for $950. They've just got a ton of great options. And then there's the curved one from Alienware, which is also excellent with its latest firmware. And yeah, that curve is... Hey, listen, fellas, I like a curve on a monitor. I find it to be a little bit more immersive. Some may agree, some may disagree, but enough of the prattling. Which one would I actually buy? And I think it does, for me, come down to three different options. Either the MPG from MSI, the DisplayPort 2.1 version from Gigabyte for future compatibility, or the one from ASUS. And as I just mentioned, they all have their own strengths that make them excellent. And in fact, if you want any of these monitors, I'll have them all linked as affiliate links in the description and pinned comment below, as well as all my reviews for all of them if you want more details. But fine, you got me. I will reveal which one I would buy if I was to purchase one right now. And drumroll, it's the ASUS. Now, why would I buy the ASUS over the other ones at its insanely high price of $1299? And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that everyone should buy the ASUS. I really like it, but it's the highest price option out there. And yeah, that's just not gonna be a good option for everyone. But I like it because two major reasons. Reason number one, and this one's going to be less applicable to everyone as it is to me, but as a creator, the fact that their sRGB color space mode, at least when I reviewed it on the latest firmware, has the ability to properly white balance it is just absolutely amazing. I don't know why, but not only does basically nobody else, as far as I'm aware, have that as an option, but also every single QD OLED for some reason, and maybe it's because they're trying to avoid eye strain from blue light. I don't even know how legitimate that claim is or isn't. I've never had that problem, and I don't even know if blue light is the culprit or not. That's definitely up for debate. I'm on the side of I don't think so, but hey, I could be wrong. Now, for whatever reason, yes, they're trying to reduce the blue light. All of these monitors seem to be a little bit too red, so when I'm editing a video or a photo, if white is just a little bit tinted red, well, it makes me want to go ahead and increase the blue on that video. And I have to, in my mind, go, wait a minute, it's a little bit red. That's okay. That's how the monitor is. I don't want to have to do that. And frankly, I want the color white to be white, not red, not blue, but white. So with that being the case, it's really huge to me that the ASUS allows for proper white balance control, and I can use my tools to get it to be correct. That's something that other monitor makers should probably be changing with their upcoming displays in 2025, and be aware there could be some firmware updates that could actually bring that to some monitors. We'll see. But number two is proper EOTF tracking, at least for the most part, in a essentially peak 1000 mode. Now, on every single other monitor so far, as I can recall, I basically said with all these QD OLEDs that the 1% window or 2% window peak brightness mode of up to 1000 nits is unusable because it makes the entire monitor much, much dimmer. Well, this is not the case on the latest firmware with the ASUS model. There are actually some modes that allow you to get that high peak brightness while retaining the vast majority of the full screen brightness from the HDR 400 True Black mode, which means that just this monitor can be brighter and still retain that accuracy. So overall, yeah, I think the ASUS is, at least as of right now, the best 4K 240Hz OLED on the market. It's the one that I would buy. However, that could change very quickly. We have some more monitors coming out. There's some more reviews that I'm going to be releasing that could definitely change my opinion, as well as some firmware updates potentially. I keep being told by MSI that there's going to be a big firmware update coming out. We'll see for one or maybe multiple of their monitors that could make those very, very competitive, and now at a far, far lower price as well. So a lot of things could change, but right now, today, if I was going to buy one, yes, it would be the ASUS PG32UCDM. If you also want to buy that, again, I'll have affiliate links in the description below. Whether you're looking to connect a new console, gaming PC, or just need a fast and reliable HDMI cable to connect over long distances, Rupro has you covered with their certified 8K HDMI 2.1 fiber optic cable, available in sizes of up to 50 feet and can deliver a perfect full 48 gigabits per second connection over distances other cables could only dream of reaching. And with 48 gigabits per second of bandwidth, it can easily drive 8K 60 FPS or 4K 144 FPS 10-bit HDR video through its ultra-thin, flexible, and durable housing, and it even supports ER. So if you're in the market for a cable that can drive a beautiful new TV or monitor, be sure to check out Rupro on Amazon today.